See that? Rules for Radicals, Saul Alinsky. Most of what you're seeing on the streets right now, what you're seeing in the media, the nonsensical bullshit that you're hearing coming out of college professors and whatnot, this is the asshole right here responsible for it. Alright? This is a first edition hardcover. This has something in it I'm going to show you in a couple minutes here that doesn't exist in any of the later printings of this book. I'm going to read the inside cover here. In this book, Saul Alinsky, America's most famous community organizer. Community organizers. You know what they do? Community organizers get people together. They go to these communities where people are not doing great, usually because of their local politicians screwing them over. They tend to be leftists. And they get those people together and they listen to them and they organize them so that they can then try to get more money from government to fix the problems that they created in the first place. Alright. Okay, community organizer tells the have-nots how they can organize to achieve real political power for the practice of true democracy. True democracy. Democracy, a word not used in the Constitution. It's mob rule. That's what democracy is. Rules for Radicals is the distillation of Mr. Alinsky's more than 40 years as a professional radical. From his early struggles in Chicago's Back of the Yards, I guess that's a book or an organization I'm unfamiliar with, through his work with John L. Lewis and the CIO, to his recent organizing efforts in the ghettos of Chicago, Rochester, and other American cities. All right, this is in the 60s, and we know how well that worked out, because they're still shitholes. This book is conceived essentially as a primer. Jumping off point. It is addressed to the powerless everywhere, to poor blacks and whites, to students, to industrial and agricultural workers, to everyone who wants to effect radical change through the practical exercise of true democratic power. Mob rule. Machiavelli told the haves how to maintain themselves in power. Saul Alinsky in this book tells the have-nots how to take this power away. His hard-headed, tactical advice. I mean, it's right here. His hard-headed, tactical advice provides an alternative, not only to the powerless that threatens our democracy, but to the random violence and bitter alienation by which so much radical energy is wasted. Okay, look. The guy was a crackpot. He uses some quotes and whatnot to tie in with the people that actually helped create the country and did good things for us as human beings, but he's really supporting the people that want to put you all in chains, as Joe Biden would like to put it. There's a few little quips here on the back here. New York Times. Alinsky has won the attention due to many. I'm going fast here. Alinsky has won the attention due to any man who does not. Alinsky has won the attention due to any man who does a serious job better than anyone else. I don't know what the hell that means. Time magazine. It is not too much to argue that American democracy is being altered by Alinsky's ideas. He surely offers proof, if any, is needed, that significant change can be accomplished within the American system. Use the system to take down the system. The Wall Street Journal. Saul David Alinsky has come to be recognized as this country's foremost organizer of community action groups. Chicago Daily News. Saul Alinsky, who is just about one of the greatest organizers of all time, has trained most of other good organizers. Look, our last president was weaned on this bullshit. Hillary Clinton, this was her hero. She did a college thesis on it. It gets better. It gets better. Block this out for you so you can just concentrate on this one quote here. I'll hold this up long enough for you to read it. And I'm going to read it to you. It's a dedication to Lucifer there, and it says, "Lest we forget, at least the over-the-shoulder acknowledgement to the very first radical, from all our legends, mythology, and history, And who is to know where mythology leaves off and history begins, or which is which? The first radical known to man who rebelled against the establishment and did it so effectively that he at least won his own kingdom, Lucifer. It's right there in black and white. First edition. They took it out after that because people are like, wait a second. Now look, I can get into this whole thing. I'm going to do a whole thing on the Bible and religion and the devil and the fallen angels and who are really the watchers. Read the book of Enoch. If you get a chance, it was taken out of the Bible in like the 13th or 14th century. It'll just blow your mind. Understand that everything that's in there is a compilation of ancient texts that were put together by guys who were trying to create religion to control you. The Bible's not religion. It's true stories that really happened. But it's framed in such a way, and a lot of other stuff is thrown in there to control your mind. It's good to read it, but you should read it on your own, because you'll get a message that's different from what people are telling you that you're actually reading. Just like what this guy is doing. It's a manipulation of things and a hypnosis technique to turn you into zombies that will then bring about a system that'll make you all equally miserable. Wake up and have a good day. Be good human beings and take care of one another. Look out for one another. Be bold. Be brave. Take no shit.